Anime Summit, episode 61.
Every single translation I see of that, like,
is different.
does it different. Like, thanks for the food. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub.
Hello and welcome to the Anime Summit podcast. My name is Koka, and with me I got Mac.
What's up, guys?
Nick. and Sam.
What was that, Koga? You want me to rewind the tape?
Nice.
And this is the first all-nude episode of Anime Summit.
We call it nude game as opposed to new game.
You guys got the memo, right? All nude? It's very
so
sexy.
in your earphones, just imagine.
You can
us
currently
naked.
see my penis if you were in my bedroom right now, yes.
Anyway, we're going to talk about Japanese themes and localizations of said themes and anime and things.
What if that was like a pickup line? It's like, hey, babe, let me localize you.
Oh my.
Oh,
I have a localized something at the epicenter
There's
of the
a
something.
localized disturbance in my pants. Ooh.
Or just be like Professor Farnsworth in Futurama when he's like, oh, yes.
Good
News, everyone. I like how he doesn't even say good news. He's just like, news.
Yeah.
Oh, but also, since Mac is going to Japan in August and I'm going to Europe in August, we're recording like 2 episodes a week and they may not come out in the correct order. And this one may not even come out early enough in this. Just say, if there's anything weird from the middle of July to the end of August, it's because we're recording out of order and we're recording a bunch more than we normally record.
It's Haruhi order. That's what's going on.
And we hate each other normally, so recording twice as much.
Damn it, Quokka. Why are you such
Why
an
can't
idiot?
well?
I mean, God.
It's twice the makeup sex, basically.
You know what, Koga? Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
That's not what you told me last night.
Well.
We could have had some together.
Yeah, I got nothing
How you
about
guys
that.
been doing? Oh, I went to Baby Metal.
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
It's crazy because right after you saw them, they went to Chicago Open Air Music Festival, which I would have loved to go to, but my friend Ryan went and he was taking pictures and he took pictures of Baby Metal. And I was like, oh shit, they were literally like...
They're so metal.
They
They
must have
might
like
be
flew over
the
there.
densest metal in the universe.
Probably
Is it
not.
unobtainium,
but okay.
like in Spider-Man?
What?
Not only
We
do
have to
they
remember
have
what it's called.
such high metal content,
Guys,
but they're also
okay.
tiny little Japanese girls.
All right,
You got
trigger
dense
warning.
metal there. You got dense metal.
Trigger warning. This, okay. Koga's super uncultured when it comes to music. Don't listen to him.
Oh, okay.
Can't
Some thinks
agree.
everyone's uncultured.
Nah, just Koga.
I'll have you know I have the Happy Birthday song on repeat.
I have every Taylor Swift song and every Baby Metal song on my phone. What
Okay,
more
that's
culture could
right
you
there.
need?
That's what I mean right there.
What could you add to that
Clearly,
to be more
Sam.
cultured?
Nick's
Just
got
Wonderwall?
better
Do I
taste
need
in
to
music
get
than-
Wonderwall?
You do
On
actually.
my iPod, I have songs ranging from the 1960s to 2016.
Oh, wow. 50 years. That's cute.
That's cultured.
Nick and Mac. Nick and Mac know good music. Okay, I'm not saying Taylor Swift is bad because Taylor Swift is wonderful. I'm just saying like
I only listen
And
to
Baby Metal is
Baroque.
the most metal in the
to
universe.
say
No.
Baby Metal is
No.
more metal than
No.
you are some kind of
Name one thing that is more metal than Baby Metal.
the
Detroit
15
Metal City, the anime.
Yeah, actually yes, Nick is right.
The guy had a superpower
Let's see
where
here.
he could say the word
You know, we
rape,
don't
like,
even have
15
to
times
go.
in a
We
second
don't even
or
have to go to legit bands to beat this. Death Clock.
about we just-
Death Clock?
How about we just name the 15 other bands that were at Chicago Open Air with Baby Metal? Like,
No.
Got 'em.
Baby Metal
Oh,
was
dude,
more
speaking of
dense
bands.
than all of them.
So there is this scene. There's this thing that happened in the hip hop scene, which I don't really follow hip hop. I just go on the subreddit for the memes. Anyway, there is a scene that happened. I don't know the guy's name. The guy basically was grinding on a girl on the stage, and he came in his pants on stage.
I saw that.
Oh
it
my-
was funny.
that's fucking
it was
funny.
funny.
And everyone was like making memes out of his face and stuff, and it was great.
Nick, can you please link that to me later?
Yeah, we should link that in the show notes.
Link in the show notes. Link in the show notes.
If you want, and like they tag the thread. They're like, not safe for work, not safe for life.
Yeah. Do you understand, Koga? There are two fictional
guy's
bands
face.
out there more metal than Baby Metal.
There's
Detroit Metal
nothing more
City
metal than you have
and Death
not
Clock.
seen Baby Metal perform.
Ooh,
Okay?
also the
I have,
K-On!
most
actually.
metal
on
act
YouTube.
in the universe.
What was the K-On's band name?
Hokago Tea Time.
Hokago Tea Time.
Hokage Tea
They're
Time.
more metal.
Hokago.
Hokage.
Hokage is
Hokage
from
tea
fucking
time.
Naruto.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
be
joke.
the Hokage.
That's the
Hoka.
joke.
Now let me put on my headband and run with my
It's
arms behind
after
my
school
back.
tea time.
Yeah, Hokage Tea Time.
So I told the nigga straight up, bitch, it's Hokago tea time. You drink tea after school.
Yeah, so Baby
Hey,
Metal's
Azusa,
not
you
that
wanna
metal.
thumb war me? But the last time we played thumb war, you put a thumb
I mean,
in my butt.
when I'm at work,
Shout out
when I'm
to
at work, literally the only thing that
Douchebag
plays over the
Chocolate.
radio is
Demo D.
Octane or Ozzy's Boneyard, and trust me, that's metal.
Boneyard.
That's metal.
Mac,
I took your mom
you
to the
don't
boneyard
know
last night.
metal, okay?
No, I didn't.
Nice one, Nick.
Got him. I got him. Speaking of
Anyway,
metal,
Quokka, you're
best
sounding.
girl,
Quokka, did you
Yeah,
you
waifu of the week.
did you hang out with
best
Nick?
girl of the week is
You're sounding like
Hikari from Amanchu. I'm picking it. Fuck you guys.
Nick,
Whoop ya,
no currently airing shows
whoop ya.
We did a currently airing last time.
because it was a episode
Okay,
about the
okay,
current
okay.
season.
I got one. Hishiro from ReLIFE. It's not currently airing. Oh,
Get wrecked,
get technicality.
dude. You just got wrecked.
That counts. That counts. Lawyered.
We're gonna go with Nick's choice on this one. here.
Hishiro from ReLIFE. So she is a semi-autistic girl.
What
And,
is with you? What is with you and autism?
We kind of like half did this one last time.
What is with
Well,
you
yeah,
and
she's
autism?
like-
I mean, come
She
on.
doesn't know how to smile. She's really smart. She hangs out with the main character, and they kind of have a budding romance. But will they? Won't they?
She
We
can
don't
count
know. We need
cards like a
another
pro.
movie. Yeah, dude, she can count cards like Rain Man.
Oh, 10 minutes to Wapner.
Oh my god, no, she's like what's his name on the Hangover, the Zach Galifianakis. That's her.
Oh,
basically.
Alan or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Are there any good dojins featuring her?
Of what?
Dojins. You don't know the word dojin, Nick?
No, I thought you said of like future something. Never mind. Of
Featuring
ReLIFE?
her.
I don't know. I can look her up. But let's find
The
out.
people need to know.
I'm gonna look it up right now. It's relatively new. Okay, new private tab. Let's try to type this in. All right, now I gotta type it in. I gotta load it up a little bit.
You know, this whole being nude when you're sitting in a leather chair thing, not comfortable.
Do your
You
balls
know-
stick to the chair?
You know, while we're waiting for Nick to pull up whatever he's pulling up,
I mean,
Baby Metal sucks.
I can't find any. But if you go to the Sad Panda place, I'm sure you could find some. I don't have an account there, so. Anyway,
So answer that.
stay
then,
tuned
I
for
guess.
Dojins. I will keep you guys posted.
Okay. So, who was it again?
Hishiro
Mario
from
Kata?
ReLIFE. Or ReLIFE. What did I God, I was mixing up New Game and ReLIFE. No, it's Hishiro from ReLIFE.
Life. Hishiro. From
Let
ReLIFE.
me Google that bitch.
Tweet us
Yeah,
pictures
she's the,
of her being cute and
She's
stuff.
like a kudere dandere mixture, kind of. Not quite sure how to socialize, but very book
Sounds
smart.
terrible.
Why you gotta label chicks, bruh?
Yeah, we got little shit.
Because I got a label maker, and I needed to use the paper before.
She's a
Nice.
straight
Penis expires.
cis white Asian.
Cis
female.
white Asian.
What?
So, you
But
know,
yeah, that's all I got about
lump.
Hishiro.
I know I proposed this to you guys as like separate topics, but they go super well together. So I'm not sure how we want to flow through them. But like Japanese themes and localizations. So since like Animu is Japanese, it's gonna have a lot of Japanese stuff in it. And then when it goes to be aired someplace that's not Japan, sometimes they want to be like, yo, that stuff crazy. Japan is crazy. We need to fix that. We need to
Japan, you
insert
crazy.
Gamergate jokes. That's what we need to be American.
Yeah, like that Funimation prison school debacle. Am I right, fellas? Take it away, guys.
What?
Well, you're not right because you're Nick, but
I'm always right.
yeah, so I guess the
Here
story
we go.
is with Prison School's dub that Funimation did, where the original line was something more along the lines of like, you know, you should respect your elders more. Is that the guys like peeping at this chick? They in the dub they put it something like, "What are you, one of those Gamergate?" I can't remember what word they used.
Really?
Something basically be like, "You're a pervert. You're a Gamergate pervert."
They screwed it up that
And the
much.
implication, well, the implication
Let's
of the joke
explain
was
Gamergate
like,
for those who
since
don't know. which
Gamergate
is me.
involved a lot of people just kind of bashing women, and they were making fun of those people, and then a lot of outrage happened because people have no fucking clue what they're talking about all the time, and everybody wants to be angry about things.
Okay,
That's
wait.
right.
So
So they butchered the source material. They
So,
should have
like,
just
in
kept
general,
it as
as far
Watashi
as
Daijobu in English.
so, yeah, like with localization stuff, where they change things that are Japanese to be non-Japanese, or they changed a lot of the wording to specifically change the idea being presented, or sometimes to adapt the idea to fit more local norms. Obviously, dubs have a lot more liberty with translations because of the fact of matching lip flaps and stuff, but you know.
Yeah, Space Dandy especially.
So how do you feel about it? Like there's certain ones that I hate. I hate when translations, specifically subs, where they cut off the honorifics on names because it kind of like the honorific conveys so much, and I don't like having to always listen to see what honorific was used, you know?
Oh, so you don't like, so if they say Hotaro-chan or something then and they cut it off in the text, you don't like that?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm
Okay.
impartial on it, actually. It doesn't.
Oh,
And I really,
Yeah, I'm so gaijin, dude. I don't even know.
but there's
if I
so
can
many things where
understand.
it's like if they're using, like if you, because you know,
Like Dono
you use
and
kun
Sama.
to refer to like a guy that's your similar age, but if you're much older, you may also use kun to refer to a girl that's younger than you, like significantly younger than you, like too young to be like of an interest.
Unless you're
Unless
Things
you're
convey
quoted, yeah.
subtle-
oh my god.
No, because then you're using ton. Okay,
Here
these
we
all
go.
convey
never say
different
ton in
ideas,
anime.
even though it's just a modifier onto the name, and they just cut that out. And it
Oh,
can
that's
lose
why he
some
said
of that.
Ameliaton. Didn't he say
subtlety.
Ameliaton in ReZero?
Yes, ton is for people that are things that are cute.
Nice. Kawaii. Which is different from kawaii, which sounds the same as kawaii.
Oh, it's
more you know.
Kawaii and kawaii.
Yeah, but they say it real fast. I gotta
Kawaii,
rewind and listen.
whatever.
It's like that
Another
show
one I
Koban.
dislike is when they translate like One-chan and Oni-chan to like brother, or replace it with the person's name in the subs and stuff, and I don't.
Or when they
like
just
that.
completely omit the name. Like
just-
sometimes
bugs me.
I can hear when they say the name of the character, and then the text just doesn't even have their name in it.
Well, that's because of the style of what Japanese is. Like, you can speak essentially in the third person and have it not be. It's not weird. Like, you could actually refer to.
No, I mean they're talking to somebody, so they're
Yeah.
like, you
No, I
over
mean that's
there.
what it is. The situation is kind of presented as third person. Like, you do not. If I'm talking to Sam, I don't need to say, Sam's getting a burger. I can say, you're getting a burger. That's how we would say that in English. In Japanese, you could actually say the sentence, Sam's getting a burger to Sam, and that would still be like appropriate. It's essentially third person. And you can refer
For
to
listeners'
yourself.
reference, I am currently getting a burger.
So,
Nice. What
That-
kind of burger?
so sometimes that
Double
doesn't. I can
cheese.
understand that simply due to the fact that
Do you know what they
um,
call a double cheeseburger in France? Royale with cheese,
No, they call a quarter pounder that.
or it's the same thing. Whatever, you know.
Nah.
Localization, Sam. I'm localizing it for our audience. All right,
Good job. Good
Cut
job.
me some slack.
So what are
That's
some
gonna
like
be my-
localization
gonna be
stuff
my
that you
defense.
guys don't like or do like? What are some things that you do like?
I think translation is something that bothers me sometimes, especially when it's a fan translation. And actually, that's probably not even localization. A localization problem. It's probably just fan translation problem. But
What specifically?
I know
It's like
the first time I watched
tertiary.
it, like the Dragon Ball Z movies, the two new ones, the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. They referred to Beerus as Bills because they assumed when they were saying it in Japanese Beerus that they were saying Bills. So for the longest time, I thought his name was Bills. No, it's actually Beerus. His name
He's
is
the guy
Beerus.
from Pokemon that draws you 2 cards.
Right, yeah, right. But like that kind of bothered me.
I almost feel like more than likely that means the translation was actually done by somebody that was Japanese, because that tends to be something that happens more
okay, sure.
with Japanese people translating to English as opposed to.
But then
the other way around. But
that's even a worse problem then, because if it was somebody who did it that way, then it's like, why aren't you talking to people? Like, I don't know. Like, okay, so for the longest time,
it's a
I thought
little
it was
bit complicated because his name is Beer. That's what his name is, and it's transliterated into Japanese as Birus. So a lot of things that are L's in English, when they're transliterated, they become R's. And there's a big tendency in stuff that's written in katakana, when you transliterate it back into English, you replace all the R's with L's.
No, I get that, and I know that, but like that's the problem I'm having is like, why aren't you talking to people and knowing what the fucking person's name is? And
I mean,
his name is
it's the same with Spice and Wolf, where in Japanese it's Horo, but the localizers were specifically told that it was Holo, so Yen Press specifically for English.
I mean, it's just like, it's dumb because like I went on thinking this dude's name was Bills, and then people were like, they're like, no,
Dude.
Sam, did you say Bills?
Sam, his
Casual.
name's Bison.
no, it's actually Beerus. His name is Beerus.
Well, they couldn't use
B-E-R-
Beerus because that's inappropriate
Beerus.
for younger audiences. That implies beer
Virus.
and not safe.
and
People in
like
Dragon Ball Z are named after food things.
no, okay, but my problem is that I looked like a dummy like on someone's Facebook post when talking about it. So like it made me look stupid, and anytime I look stupid because of someone else's like thing, like if I look stupid and it's someone else's fault, then I get really mad. So like that's dumb.
And when Saab gets mad, he gets stabby.
He gets green.
I get fucking stabby, dude. I go for the jugular. Like I go
for the
full on cholo mode.
Full on
And
cholo,
it just
what?
stabs. Full on cholo.
Are those things at the state fair that you can get with like cinnamon on them?
That's racist, dude.
Nice.
That's a churro.
Nice.
That's a churro. Close enough. Oh man.
But fucking,
So-
I don't know, man. Shit's dumb.
It's like, how do you guys feel about
Well, like
stuff like
in
translators' notes and things like that?
oh yeah, translators' notes
where
are
it's
good.
like the
I like
idea
them,
is so
but-
Japanese that without being well versed in Japanese culture, you just miss what, like, sometimes puns or small jokes and references
Yeah.
that you just wouldn't
I
even
really
get that
like
there was a
them.
reference.
but you just got to be careful not to go like full Bakemonogatari where you're just like spamming text all over the screen. I know that was part of the show, but that's not
And it
not
also
translator
isn't
note, but-
as bad in Monogatari because of the fact they do explain it explicitly in the dialogue oftentimes.
Yeah, and-
they explain the pun in
Yeah.
the dialogue. So it's not even just like, oh, there was the pun and you have to find out what it was yourself.
I'm trying to think of an example. Like what's I can't think of an example of something that I guess like well no, they explain it in the show, but like when Japanese people are lighting fireworks, they say the 2 words. They're like it's like Kagaya, Tamiya, something like that. And that's just phrases they yell when they're lighting off fireworks, and that'd be helpful if they put that in the translator's notes, but at the same time in a lot of shows they just directly state like this is why we say it.
See, there's
So-
nothing with this that really ticks me off or sets me off or that I really notice or something. Like whenever it comes to subtitles anyways. Now sometimes I'll be like, well, that's an awkward way of phrasing that, but nothing really sends me into rage mode.
Yeah, and that's more translation than it is localization.
Yeah, that's the only thing though. Otherwise, I'm
Like,
good. I'm good. Mac's good.
As long as I like, I'm kind of with Mac. Like, as long as I figure out, like, because I normally tend to do my research, unlike most people in this fucking world. Like, and I don't mean you guys. I mean literally other people are just stupid. They don't like look into shit. I normally tend to like, okay,
Wait,
well, I didn't really
Sam,
get
do you
why
mean
he
that
said
they're
that.
in the weeaboo zone?
Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, I like tend to look it up because if I don't get something, I'm not gonna laugh about it. And if I want to get it, then I'm gonna look it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like why in the fuck? Okay, like, did he say this thing? I don't know. I'm just gonna
but
Google it right quick. You know,
In
like-
some cases, you may not even catch that there was a thing to miss.
no, exactly right. Then if I don't know, then I don't know. But then
Yeah,
I
like
don't
if
know.
they're-
Then I
I
don't
feel
talk
like
it could
about
be
it.
but
If
it's
they
things
reference,
that
like, a
for the
Japanese
purposes
pop
of the
star or
language,
something.
it changes it can change the scene in small details in just
What's
the
the
nature
word
of the
for it?
language.
Didn't Archer have like a whole scene where they were, what is it? It's like idiom, where it's like use some kind of turn of phrase or cultural phrase that somebody else wouldn't get. I feel like we need a translator note for any Japanese idioms. I don't know Japanese idioms, but like,
But then there's
You know
the
what I
other
mean?
alternative of you change the idiom to one that would work within the culture that you're translating to be similar. And which one would you
Yeah, that'd
prefer
be
out of those two? Would you prefer they just leave it the Japanese way, do a translator note, leave it the Japanese way, no translator note, or
I like
change
the
it to
I like the
a local?
translator
Yeah,
notes.
I'm with Sam.
the only problem with
I
the
want-
notes is it's hard to read all of it. But
I like translator notes as far as that goes.
I want them to just spam text all over the screen so I can't see anything, and then that's how they should censor stuff.
Wait, so
like, if there's violence
so
or blood
Monogatari?
or sex,
Monogatari?
put the translator's notes right over the nipples.
I was like,
Yo,
when
that
some
scene right
people
there,
talk
they was
about-
fucking.
When some people talk about like typefacing and stuff, and they want signage to be put over the sign and blended in so it looks like the sign's in English. I personally dislike that a lot. I prefer
A lot of
signage just
animes in the '90s did that super terribly. Like,
a lot of fan subs do that now. Official ones normally just
Right.
do across the top, which I prefer so much because I know where it's gonna be type of a
I
thing.
prefer that. You're right.
And some people are
in
like, no, you
action-
gotta have it all style. And like, I don't know, I can't.
In
don't
Martian
wanna deal with
Successor
that.
Nadesco and in Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040, they do that, and it kind of like, it's kind of dumb. But
Yeah, but that's
like
how you
shit.
know it's retro, dude.
that's how you know it's retro as fuck, though. That's true.
That's like plus 1 point on Mal right there. True fact. Actually, that's actually minus 1 point because all the retro shows are underrated. But
For real.
anyway,
So what are some examples of localization that you guys got?
all right, Crunchyroll
That's
with
all
JoJo's
I mean.
Bizarre Adventure, they have to like avoid what is it? IP laws and copyright bullshit, so they can't say, for example, Red Hot Chili Peppers. They can't translate that. They just have to write Chili Peppers. And then, but you can hear the character say, Red Hot Chili Pepper! And he's like screaming it. But they just have to write Chili Pepper on the screen. And it's really dumb. And it's like, when he says, oh, God, he had another attack. I forgot. It's like Star Platinum. There's another guy's attack that was like some kind of Pink Floyd song or something.
What?
And they couldn't say that, or they couldn't type it out.
Dark Side of the Moon?
Yes,
Dark
Mac.
Side of the Moon? Dark
They
Side
have
of the
a
Moon?
lot of classic rock. There's a lot of classic rock names for attacks and characters in JoJo.
I'm triggered.
So you might like it.
triggered.
There's a guy named
Speaking of
Zappelli. for Led
Trigger, they
Zeppelin.
don't do that. Well, I guess One Piece also cuts out a bunch of guns and cigarettes and stuff.
Oh, they replaced it with lollipops. Yeah,
Because in
they did that in Nozaki.
Japan, they're
kind of
like, who cares about exposing kids to guns and drugs? It doesn't matter. And then America, we're like, oh no, our pure little kids. They're
I know, but
16
that-
years old. They don't know about drugs yet.
But you know, like, that's one of those things where I can kind of agree with because a lot of kids are stupid. But at the same time, it's like parents should teach their kids, like, they should be telling them that shit right from wrong, you know?
Yeah, but Japan
Anyway.
has a very clean culture. they don't even have garbage cans. So like,
Right, so that's why I'm saying
Don't
like
even have
for
garbage cans. There's
the
not
thing
a single
about-
garbage can in all of Japan.
there's
The
no
reason
garbage
why-
cans. It just disappears.
the reason why something like that wouldn't bother me in One Piece though is that One Piece is kind of targeted towards like the younger kids and shit, right? Like
Yeah, so you got to get them while they're young, dude. Sell those Marlboros. Put a camel, subliminal camels everywhere.
okay. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so like that's one of those things where it gets into that gray area where it's like cuz it's like I'm not a big fan of censorship really, and I'm not a big fan of blaming entertainment media for any crazy shit that happens, like I'm not a big fan of people blaming Grand Theft Auto for some idiot stealing a car. You know what I mean?
I am.
Really?
No.
Okay, I was gonna like
Sam. Jeez.
okay, well, shut up, Nick. Everyone shut up except Mac. The thing is like
Mac, start
Grand Theft
talking.
Auto.
Well,
The
you
thing
see,
about
I
Grand
was
Theft
born in
Auto-
1993.
Here we go. I don't really have much to say about localization. It honestly doesn't bother me that much, except for little things like the
Actually,
sign thing,
I like
Coca
I like
said.
localization because then we get classics like Golden Boy and Ghost Stories, and that's just localization, right? Where they just change everything.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, Japan makes a product and then USA improves it,
Perfect.
just like Dragon Ball Z.
Jesus.
With
We
Gamergate
improved
jokes.
Dragon Ball Z. It's in the world of Magic cards. There's a thing called Strictly Better, and Dragon Ball Z. Let's say it's a grizzly bear. Well, we're a grizzly bear with First Strike, so Dragon Ball Z is quite a lot better in English. Don't watch the Dragon. What the fuck am I
Then-
saying? Don't watch the Japanese sub of that show. Bruce
when reading
Faulkner
some stuff
dub.
about this,
That's
it was really funny
Localization.
when reading about the Weeaboo Zone, where it's you get like in far as you can just watch anime and you get you pick up concepts that are Japanese but without a lot of the context involved. So you become familiar with like White Day and things like that, but you don't understand like really what it is outside of when was it
White Day?
Day's when girls give guys chocolate, right? Valentine's Day is the other way around.
Oh, I thought it was like.
Or is it the other way? I don't know.
Never
It
mind.
might be flipped. I don't know. I don't claim to know enough about it.
You just go around your
I
school and
vaguely
you start
know
yelling
somebody
White Day.
hands chocolate to
In America.
somebody. What?
I'm saying you should go in America and just start yelling out White Day at your school or in your workplace. It's
Please
White
don't
Day.
do that.
Oh,
I
I
don't really
remember
have much to
one-
say about it except for little things. So I'm saying.
I remember one thing that was kind of funny. In No Game No Life, when they played like the
that's getting a movie,
word
by the way.
string game or whatever, where it was like
Oh,
you
yeah.
say the next word that starts with the same letter as the last word ended with. But obviously our alphabet is completely different than the Japanese alphabet.
Oh, yeah,
so what
yeah.
they had to do to like make the string still have a term that would make the same change for the game purposes, but still maintain that continuity, because they still
Yeah,
made
and-
it so that like even though the first word, like the word would end with ka and the next word would start with ka, but in English it would like end with s, and then it'd be like we can't even directly translate these things because the continuity is broken for the purpose of the game. But you also can't go crazy because the things that are being said are changing the world. So you have to have the correct thing be said, but with the letters. And I can only imagine how difficult that was to.
And they
They had to
they
look
did
at the
a similar
whole
thing.
string at once and try and figure out how to do it.
They did that in Yu Hakusho had a arc where they did that. The guys had to play a mental game where they could only speak using a certain percentage of the alphabet, and like every so often a letter would disappear, and if they used a word that had that letter, then they would lose their powers or something. And that was like
I
some
remember that.
localization.
Yeah.
That was actually really cool. So
Yeah, they did that pretty well, actually. Now I want to watch Yu Hakusho.
dude, that show's
Don't.
legit.
Watch Idolmaster.
Idolmaster's definitely better, Sam.
Idolmaster over Love Live.
Oh man.
Idolmaster is better than Love Live.
But yeah, real quick, I got one more thing to say about localization is that Sailor, in like the early days of anime TV in the US, they had to have like some kind of educational element in order to get it on the airwaves. Otherwise, they wouldn't air it. So Sailor Moon had to have like these little lesson of the day things at the end of it. And they actually like cut out, I mean, they cut out entire episodes that they, for silly reasons, like, oh, a boy lifted up a teacher's skirt or something. But anyway, like most Sailor Moon episodes in English dub, the old ones, actually are only about 80% of the episode because of those reasons. And that's like an extreme example of localization where they just heavily edit. But
Well, it's like
the Sailor Moon dub is still very
Pokemon.
good.
where they cut out the James transgender scene
Yeah.
where he makes fun
No,
of
he
Misty
is
for having
Steven
small
Universe.
boobs because she's like 10.
They just like cut out that whole episode. I think they didn't even
Yeah,
air it.
they did cut out the entire
And the
episode.
epilepsy
Yeah.
episode. Was it like
I think
Porygon?
There was
killed
even one,
people?
and as far as Pokemon was concerned, where it was like one of the Team Rocket's Pokemon that like is a recurring thing. The episode where they got caught is like cut because of that. So it's just like all of a sudden they happen to have this new Pokemon at some point. I don't know if it's like Wobbuffet or some shit. Like they didn't even, so they even broke continuity of the show for the purposes of censorship. Fuck
Yeah, see,
censors,
that's
yo.
when it.
Fuck the FCC.
Yo, fuck the FCC.
Yeah, where's that Eminem song? Someone get those lyrics. Can't let me be me, FCC. He.
This one goes out to
I'm
all my
Eminem.
homies in cell block 8. Jo really sucks because you gotta masturbate.
That's not Eminem. You got to rhyme like every syllable. Then it works.
Mom spaghetti.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on a sweater already.
Jesus.
I think that was out of order, but that's fine.
Mom's.
It's a classic meme.
Mom spaghetti.
Speaking of memes, Japanese themes. What should we talk about? Went full Dr. Seuss there. Well, Afro Samurai has some samurais in it.
Wow.
Does anyone want to
So-
start besides me?
So in Japan, they say things like itadakimasu. That's so Japanese.
Oh, that means let's eat or something.
Every single translation I see of that, like,
It's different.
does it different. They're like, thanks for the food. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub.
Oh yeah, rub-a-dub-dub. Those. What was that one from?
Pretty sure it's from like a hentai.
So what is the most Japanese anime or that we've seen?
School days.
That's not
Most
that
Japanese. That's not very
Japanese.
Japanese at all.
I mean, it is a little bit. They got trains.
They got
but-
trains, man. It's the trains. And they have boats.
Dude, oh, Rakugo,
Boats.
man. Rakugo is super Japanese. That aired in the winter? Because that's like something they invented in Japan, and they're all wearing like ceremonial garb and stuff.
I mean, Shogun Roku?
Yes.
Yeah, Shogun, Roku, Rakugo, Shinjuu, whatever.
I like how you just said like
Anime
the
of the
name of the
decade.
art form instead of like the name of the
Shinjuu, whatever.
anime.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
that's
for
a
all
shorthand
I know,
for the
you
anime.
could
A lot
have
of
been
people call
talking
it
about
Rakugo.
Joshi Raku.
No, the art the topic of the show is Rakugo.
Shouwa, Genroku, Rakugo, Shinjuu. Shinjuu getting the robot.
Wow.
But yeah, that show is real Japanese. Had a lot of themes of being Japanese. Like, what exactly are we trying to? What's my question?
What is your question?
Where exactly are we going? So, like, are we doing like favorite themes or like what we like to see?
I don't.
Or-
What do you mean? I don't know what you're asking. Like
What's the
For the
what is-
topic, dude.
What are we going in this topic here? So
Japanese
the
themes.
most-
Like what about?
What do I like?
Just-
Dislike? What do I want to see?
Yeah, what are some Japanese themes that you like seeing when they show up in anime?
I like when they
Or some
I
super
like when they go to
Japanese anime.
festivals and they're dressed in the garb, whatever that's called, those robes.
Kimonos?
Yeah, the
Yukatas?
kimonos, yukatas. That's it. And then like in Nisekoi when they just
But the
have this
guys never wear
crazy-
no damn yukatas.
Yeah, because no one wants to see that, dude. We only want to see the girls. Come on.
They always wear street clothes shows.
Street
Clothes.
shows.
'cause
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like-
gonna wear my street show.
No, the guy's
Nice.
yukata is like literally a bathrobe.
Are we talking about Japanese themes like in anime, right?
Yeah,
My favorite thing is ramen. There we go. Moving on.
That's
Ramen. The famous anime Ramen 1/2.
Wow.
ramen 2/3.
I like when they do a whole episode about ramen.
What about ideas, Japanese like honor? I don't even know. I'm not like as versed.
I don't even. You're
in
asking
Japan
like
as you
stupid
and Mac.
questions.
Okay, so like what?
He's trying to understand.
Not
what to
like
talk about.
clothing, but like
I like it when they say
what ideas
"itadakimasu,"
do they have
and then they eat.
culturally?
Itadakimasu.
Before they suck a dick.
This isn't
Jesus fucking
hentai,
Christ,
dude.
dude.
What?
Yeah,
No,
you get mad at me
oh,
for
sorry.
Why does
trolling,
everything have to
jeez.
be about like
Wrong
sex
episode.
and
Dagashi Kashi. They would say that in Dagashi Kashi, like all the
the
hentai
gash
are about.
gash?
Like the hentai for that show is like she just like puts candy on him and then eats it and then they bang and then
On a side note, as
Saya
far as
jumps in.
localizations go, there's that one Hibike Dojin where all the lines are just hilarious. And I don't know if they were hilarious in the original Japanese, but
We'll link it in the show.
Link
notes.
it in the show
translation
notes. Yeah,
was
I think I've read that one.
very
It's
funny. Very funny.
Herbert.
You're stirring up my baby batter.
Hibike Euphonium.
Dude, that just gets me going. Cause like now in real life, it's never gonna compare. Like with a girl, you gotta be like,
Like just
You have
as
to
it
tell her to be
ridiculously
like,
funny sexual.
just say that
innuendos.
my hips won't stop moving. Don't ask questions. Just say it.
Call me senpai.
And say, don't look. It's embarrassing. Every 5 seconds.
So what about things like where the show isn't set in Japan, but it's still like super Japanese.
Okay,
Like,
wait,
they
I got a
didn't-
good one for this one.
They didn't well adapt to.
Oh, jeez.
How are you gonna talk
No.
about?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
What is
Every
it?
time.
Dude,
Every time.
Michiko Tohachin.
Of course.
Oh, the Mexican one.
It takes place. Well, okay, and I know I bring it up every time, but it's so funny. Like, I've said it before on the show. It takes place like in a fictional Mexico or Mexico City, and their first names are Japanese, but their last names are Spanish. So it's like Suruzawa Sanchez.
You always gotta say it
Usagi.
like that. Too.
Ruiz.
Yeah, Ruiz. Like,
Oh man.
I don't
Hatsune.
know.
Gonzalez.
And it kind of makes me want to
Subaru!
watch it kind of makes me want to watch the dub because I wonder if they change the names for the dub. But like the main character, her name
make
is
it worse.
So yeah, the main character, her name is Michiko Malandro, and then the second or the one of the two main characters, the other main character, Hana, her name is Hana Morenos, and her father is Hiroshi Morenos, and then there's a guy named Atsuko Jackson.
Nice. That sounds
Okay,
like a
wait,
Street
Wait, did
Fighter
you just
or
say
something.
"Let's go, Jackson"?
No, Atsuko Jackson. She's like this chick. Okay, then there's
It's a she?
yeah.
Your
no, here's
last
the-
name can't be Jackson unless you're a man.
Okay,
Wow.
We all know that.
fucking sexist as shit. Okay,
The
anyways,
son of Jack.
so
That's
like,
what it means.
here's the best one. No, here's the best one. This guy's first name is Satoshi, and his last name is Batista.
Satoshi
Batista.
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 Does he serve good coffee?
What?
That's stupid.
It's a barista.
That's like nothing like what you're talking
Wow.
about.
I mean, it rhymes.
I mean, like this guy's name is Shinsuke Sasi Rodriguez. Like,
Nice.
what are you talking about?
That's just localization for Mexico-san. You gotta make them feel part of the story. So
It's so that Mexicans can watch and be like,
I
I
like-
relate.
I like how I
My
think Mexico's the only
friend
Spanish-speaking
Hatsune
country.
is also Mexican.
Oh, okay, it's a fictional South American country called Diamandra, is what it's called. Anyways, moving
That's
on.
like
Shit's
the
funny.
fictional Thailand Royanapur and Black Lagoon.
Oh, but that's
Oh,
not really Japanese, though.
He's
That's
talking about
Thailand.
sex.
Speaking of Japanese themes, Thunderbolt Fantasy, Taiwanese puppet show made by a Japanese guy. Everyone needs to watch it. Doesn't have any Japanese themes. It's all Taiwanese themes.
Oh, God.
But it's on
Here we go
Crunchyroll.
again.
Shout out to Thunderbolt Fantasy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Japanese themes, like, are we talking Dragon Ball, where they...
Do you know
Dragon
what
Ball's
a
got a lot of
theme is?
Chinese themes.
Chinese themes? Yeah, I guess it does. There's like a big, like, long dragon. And
Well, it's the whole story of the monkey god.
Actually,
It's
yeah,
not
that's true.
really.
It's
It's
exactly
close.
the story of the monkey god,
exactly the
as told for
story, so-
generations, as told for thousands and thousands of years,
including Mr. Popo.
It's not.
especially Mr.
Super.
Popo.
The story of Sun Wukong is a little different than gathering. I mean, he didn't go out and gather Dragon Balls. Like,
There's pictures of Cell on ancient caves.
Yeah, dude. Don't you know that?
no.
Like when they had the
Because
the big
Dragon
clay
Ball Z
army
is
in
a
China.
true story.
The big clay army is modeled after Cell, like
You guys are fucking dumb. Shut
After
up.
Boo, but okay.
or Boo, whatever. They both split apart, kinda. Cell has like little mini cells when he fought him. He like squirted them out of his tail or something, and
They're called Cell Junior.
Cell Jr.
I think my favorite part of Japanese themes and stuff that's present, like the things that make shows uniquely Japanese, and one of the things that makes me love anime is Japanese school life.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
especially the ZR,
There's
right?
Here we go.
something about me that, inside I'm still just a teenage girl, and
So that's why you like all the idol shows
Koga, you really
yeah,
need to
that's why
talk
I like
to
the
somebody
idol
about
shows.
that. Like, not even
What?
joking.
and K-On. Everybody likes K-On though.
Who doesn't like K-On?
If you don't like
Even
K-On,
Digibro likes K-On.
I don't like you. That's actually his favorite show out of every anime he's seen.
The one time he had a good opinion.
He's got a lot of good opinions, man. Shout out to Digibro. We love you.
No, we don't.
I do. I love you enough for the whole podcast, but not in like a weird way.
Yeah, I
you
think
know,
just
you
the
know.
normal Japanese school life is just like so interestingly different from American school life.
because they can walk to school. Like most Americans can't walk. It's so far.
Yeah, and take the train and stuff. Just take public transport.
Don't they have like little kids in Japan just like walk by themselves? Because it's
Yeah,
Japan
I see
and, like,
plenty
it's
of
safe.
them. Just getting on the train and stuff. Who cares? Ain't nobody gonna like rape you. That's crazy. That's something crazy Americans do.
No, that only happens in the dojins. So the real life people are too downtrodden to do that.
Whatever.
I totally made that up. Oh man. So what director or writer provides a theme most closely related to your home country? Oh, I actually made a note for this one. Tetsurou Araki, because he makes everything bombastic and like over the top. He's like Michael Bay of anime. And that just warms my heart and makes me think of the land of the
America.
free. The
Explosions
land
and
of
guns.
the grains, waving fields of grain and all that. That's Tetsuo Araki right there. Blam.
Wow.
I take a potato chip and I eat it.
That's
How's
what
that
you
not
do.
American?
We are gonna wrap this one up.
Super American right there.
You guys got some final thoughts and thoughts and things and junk and
Yeah, I got one. So the FCC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. They tried to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me.
Say the Tom Green part. I like that part.
Oh, where's the Tom Green part?
Bum on your lips.
did you really just quote the lyrics for that?
Yeah, because I was trying to find what Nick was talking about.
Come on, your tits. I like when he does that.
Oh yeah. So come on and dip it. So come on and dip. Bum on your lips. Fuck that. Come on your lips and some on your tits.
Psalm on your tit? How did they
Dude,
know?
shout out to Tom Green. They need to make a Tom Green anime. Like,
My bum is on the rail. My bum is on the rail. It feels really good to put my bum on the rail.
dude, he is like legit
My bum
one
is
of
on
my
the
favorite
Swedish.
entertainers of all time.
Grab your balls, squeeze.
He was
your
in
balls,
Charlie's Angels too.
so you don't get cancer.
The Chad. Charlie's Angels.
Is that it for everybody's final thoughts? Mac, you got final thoughts? Do you hate Japan? Do you like Japan?
I don't
Meg,
know.
how
I'll
much
find
Japan?
out whenever I go there here in 2 weeks from this
Max will
recording.
come back and quit and be like, I hate Japan. Japan's terrible.
No.
It
They're all
completely clashes with my sense
Japanese.
of self. I just want to
Mac,
go
you gotta
back.
go to Seoul
I want
Plan.
all of you guys to go to Japan with me.
Oh, I'll give some news shout outs. Shout out to Oh, Hideaki Anno. This actually happened today.
Yeah, this is legit.
Earlier. He is finally going to finish Evangelion Rebuilds. Woo! 3.0 plus 1.0.
And then
coming
he'll
out.
get onto another project before that happens.
No, because what he said was he had to take a break after 3.0 because it was like killing him. So he's just like, I'm going to make Godzilla. And apparently that movie's supposed to be pretty good. So Godzilla,
Yeah,
go
and
on.
then we'll
Godzilla
find out.
Resurgence.
Yeah.
There's going to be a 5.5.
Nah, I don't think so.
And there's
I
going to
just
be a
hope
6.6.
that like Godzilla has a part where like there's a
it's going to
little,
end at
you know, a guy who masturbates onto his hand. And then it's into Godzilla.
23.23.
Well, then we're gonna do the end of Evangelion Rebuilds. It'll be a movie about the
God.
movies.
He just needs to
So-
get in the damn robot.
Please get in the damn robot.
He needs to finish Karakano, but no, that was.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. I don't know where I started saying a sentence that I didn't like actually have in my brain.
Dude, what if
Glitch in the
Hideaki Anno
Matrix.
came and like helped out with a new Fooly Cooly? That'd be dope. Even though they probably
That would
already
be
have the
dope.
staff.
So
I don't think he actually did the first Fooly Cooly.
got
He
the
just voiced the
episode.
cat. He just voiced the cat. He didn't do it.
So
But yeah.
I've been Quokka. With me has been Mac, Nick, and Psalm, and this
And-
has been the Anime Summit Podcast.
Chod pissed.
Cast.
Chod.
And now I will attempt to do the fast verse from Rap God.
Spit hot fire.